Today's guest is Davis Sheremata. Here's our job talk with the journalist and communicator.
Welcome to the Job Talk podcast, where we talk with people who love their jobs. Our guests open up about their challenges, surprises, and secrets to success in their industries. Through conversation, we explore their careers, past work experiences, and the education that got them to where they are now. This is the shortened version from our in-depth conversation. Please visit thejobtalk.com to find the full episode.
My first ever journalism story, I still have a copy of it. It was on the front page, and I was covering, I think, like a flea market or something. And I was walking around reviewing the booths and the food. And I took it very, very seriously. Tried to taste everything and then wrote, 600 words on it. And they ran it on the front page.
When you're writing for a newspaper, are you applying a formula to each story?
Well, you kind of know, right? You know that's one of the great things about a newspaper column, which is that you need to have in the first basically the first paragraph exactly, who did what, why, when, where, and how, and why people should care. And so you learn to be really, really clear, and you try to, when you get decent at it, as people are talking and you're reporting on the story, you're already writing it in your head. And someone's saying, what the first quote's going to be, what the second quote's going to be, who's going to provide a counter argument, what the fact, And so it lays out, you're kind of laying it out, and then it's just basically a matter of typing it out really, really fast. And the biggest thing I learned, which is that you never put key information in the last couple of paragraphs, because when a story goes into layout, you basically are told you have this many lines, and the format time I think was 51 or 31. So a banner story at the top was 51 lines, but you also knew that sometimes new information would come in at 8:30, and the layout would change. And often one of the ways they'd make room is by chopping paragraphs out of the end of your story. So if you had an important piece of context framing the way things were going to go, you had to not put it in the bottom because that tended to be cut out.
Just to finish the podcast, I'm wondering if you can give any advice to a university student graduating with a Bachelor of Arts.
I don't know if I have advice per se, but one thing I can tell you is that, I would give this to really, really anybody, which is that be willing to be fluid and mobile, to adapt to opportunities, and understand that the thing that you really want to do, it is very possible that you may not know what it is yet, and be willing to make a lot of twists and turns and use trial and error to be able to find the thing that you want to do that will make you, that will, before you find that thing that you're excited enough about that it really doesn't seem like work. I mean, in my case, it took, a number of different jobs. The arrival in a profession that I thought was going to be the one I wanted to stay in, that I found out later wasn't. And it's taken me a lot of years to find the project and the format that wound up being the thing that I wanted to do. And even once I found it, I had to work really hard and work through draft after draft, version after version, format after format, through multiple collaborators to be able to arrive at something that I felt would be, of enough value to be able to roll in front of the unsuspecting public. So it's, you need to be ready, be patient, be adaptable, and be never give up on it, and just keep working towards it. And there have been many times where I thought this thing is not going to happen, and I'm going to be left with nothing. And I was even willing to drop the project I've been working on and leave it with nothing, and facing a very uncertain future with it to be able to get to here. And so, be adaptable and always remain hopeful. I think that's the best way I could put it, Kim.
Thank you for tuning in to the Job Talk podcast. For more information, please visit us at thejobtalk.com.